You have an Australian. You
Talk
can
about
have
it.
a Mexican.
Talk about
Answer the call. Here comes the meat and balls. Answer the call. Here comes the meat and ball. Answer the call. Here comes the meat and ball. Answer the call.
They say you can't have me without balls. Ooh, we been breaking down the walls. 100 views in an hour, what's small? Outer space, what's small? You ain't better than us. Your podcast not better than us. We was flying on space up in Mars. Bad bitches even talked about cars. Yeah, even talked about spots.
Pig, I'm sorry, but that's gonna be the stupidest thing you've ever done.
Podcast ain't better than us.
Thanks for bringing the numbers up, Daisy.
what you think about that?
Hello.
Listen, I'm not even random, bro. I feel like if I started.
Hello. Hola, baby. Answer the call. Here comes the meat and balls, baby.
Meat and Balls podcast will go live once a week, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So subscribe now.
Hey, subscribe now. Y'all tap in with us. What's good, man? Hey, we back again. Part 2 of today's live. If y'all didn't get a chance to check out the first topics, go check it out. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? We got Silver, we got Star, we got DJ Super Dave in the building. How y'all
Hey,
feeling?
my bad,
man?
bro. I was babysitting some cats last night. They left things in the
How many
bed
cats?
already. See, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't even finish my story yet.
Yeah, let him finish.
True cats? Pussy cats? Laid cats? Like actual cats? Or is this some sort of metaphor? Or
Hey, speaking of cats, it's a lot of cats out here ain't getting no cat. But let's talk about celibacy. I know Star had a bunch of questions regarding this celibacy. So since we talking about kids and cats, let's get to it.
Let's get to it. I love it.
as someone who is
crew, shout out Richard, Bruce, and all. No, this ain't how this go. Y'all not about to start on me. Y'all go talk about them. Don't be on me, y'all. Y'all hear them? They coming for me already. It's just been 2 seconds.
Okay, and that's okay, right?
He said, "Man, how about those 49ers?" This is not the football topic yet, buddy. Don't be asking me about football. We ain't on football yet.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Jerry Rice and crew. I love that. I love that.
Damn, man, that they came back. I should have stayed on the other one. But nah, y'all, hey.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
But for real, Star, I know you had a bunch of topics or questions regarding this. I was wondering why. Is it because you're practicing celibacy or
what?
No. Well. Let me tell you how it came about, right? So I was sitting there, talking to some of my friends, and the fact came up that I indeed had been celibate in 26, right? And then I thought to myself, oh, I could totally do that, right? I was like, I could totally do that. And then I was like, I could do that before I could, I don't know, quit drinking Coke, right? So, but then I thought to myself, like, right after I said that to myself, I also followed that up with, why would I do that? Like, why in the hell would I do that? You know what I mean? Because but as you guys know, one of my resolutions, right, in 26 was to be more intentional, right? So I wanted to know, it was like, okay, if I was celibate, what would be the intention? What would be the benefits and the purpose of it, right? And then I was like, okay, I was like, that might be a topic I want to research, right? And let me tell you, now that I have researched it, I'm going to, I think I'm seriously going to do it for 26.
Pick the whole year?
I'm going to be celibate in 26.
Good on
Well,
you.
what's your reason? What's your reason?
My reason is well, let me tell you. Let me tell you the main reasons why some of these people do it, right? Some of the main reasons, religious, right? We had religious devotion, right? We have nuns and priests and stuff. They're celibate, right? Because of religious reasons. Then we have personal growth, self-development, right? To redirect energy from sex relationships into work, hobbies, and self-discovery. And that, my friends, is where Stories is, right? So I'm just like, you know what? Like, I can do this. ¿Por qué no? You know, like, and it makes a lot of sense because I will have so much more time and energy to focus on myself, you know?
Yeah, I hear you.
Things that I need to do. Like I have some projects I need to do. I have some goals in 26 that, I have some taxes I need to file and fix. And
you can't get your taxes done if you're getting laid. Is that
that's what I was saying? Like,
because it is the whole thing, girl. You don't even want my taxes. It would probably be like a whole nother fucking topic. Like, I'm serious, because it was like I got caught in an audit, and that's like a whole nother thing, right? So we have personal growth and focus. So that was the self-development, clarity, empowerment. And then, of course, I thought this one was cute. A break from the stress, rejection, or toxicity of modern dating apps. Yeah.
So wait, but this is 2026. I don't think people have to date to have sex anymore. Like one night stands on not that you would do it, but I'm saying you don't have to date somebody to actually have sex with them,
I
right?
understand that, but at the same time, where do you find those hookups? On dating apps?
Oh, I usually get them at the train station, but I mean, to each his own. To each his own. Like,
is that where you pick up all your women at the train station?
Not all of them. Not all of them. Just the ones that are homeless. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Well, I have something to add to this because, believe it or not, I've actually been celibate for quite a while.
Okay, well, let me just finish what I was saying, and then I'll let you, and then I'll ask, right? So, besides that, the dating app horror, which can be, right? So that's why there's another reason to go celibate. The healing, deeper connections. I will say, now that I'm in this older dating pool, I won't just like, there needs to be a conexión. That's all I'll say. But and also, of course, nobody wants to be pregnant in this economy. So
hell no.
It's like no. You know what? No, I didn't like it.
That's crazy.
Mental health, other just. We got Jerry Rice and Isaac Hayes.
Hey, bless, appreciate the $5. Retribution is now. I made you a mod, bro. Don't take advantage of that, man. Don't be blocking too many people, man.
Blessings.
Okay, and my last point.
Yes, ma'am.
Is this that there is a very big difference, right, between celibacy and involuntary celibacy. So that's my last point. So which one are you, Silver? Are you voluntary?
I've been celibate by choice. Okay, it's definitely been not from lack of opportunity or anything like that. But for me, I just have a great distaste for people, and I have for like the last year or so. Like it's very different when I'm with someone in person. I've been sort of keeping most people around me at sort of an arm's length at the moment, because like I'm working on my own stuff, you know, and I haven't been in the mood for a boy toy or a boyfriend or anything like that. It's not something I've wanted. It's not been something I've been pursuing, you know. I've sort of been a lot happier while I'm keeping to myself, you know what I mean? So a little bit less drama, and I think it's been good for me as well, you know, because I've been able to focus just more on myself and what I need and what I want, as opposed to, you know, changing my personality or, you know, anything to sort of fit someone else's wants or needs. I haven't been doing that. So
indeed. Yeah, no, I totally
you
get
know.
it. So Dave, how long have you been celibate?
14 years. And let me tell you something.
That's a lot.
Let me tell you something. It is not involuntary. Women have it so much easier. Women can actually say, hey, I'm choosing not to have sex. Most men, I think, unless they're celebrities, are celibate involuntarily. Because it's not as easy for a man to go out and say, I'm going to have sex. A woman has to say yes for that. Like, but I feel like an average woman just go out and say, she can stand up in the middle of the street and yell, I want to have sex. And she will have so many more offers than a man
It's
would.
very easy for a woman to get laid.
Well, I mean, comparatively, right? Like, you know, but so when women say they're celibate, I always look at that with a bit of skepticism, like, what do you mean okay, I get it. You're tired of all the people pursuing you for sex, so you're taking a break from the pursuing. I get it. That's to me, when I hear, I mean, no disrespect, I know your intentions are pure, but when I hear women say I'm being celibate, to me it sounds like, yeah, I'm just taking a break from all the DMs, all the pics, all the promises of long nights of passion. I need a break from that. I don't have that option. There's a homeless 80-year-old woman on the corner right now, and if she goes, hey, I'll be like, yo, I take a shower first.
Seriously.
You don't like run into like, you don't run into like, I mean, it don't seem like it should be that hard for you to get.
I know, Dave.
I don't get it.
Like do you need me to like start posting you on my story?
No. So
single ladies.
No, but so to your point, all those things you are doing, clarity, focus, all those things, I've been doing those things for the past 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So my focus on life, my focus on life now is different.
I love it for you.
It's way different. So it's a certain mindset. Yeah, a bit of it is choice. I mean, we discussed somebody yesterday, Star, if you remember. We discussed somebody who was showing interest in me. And, you know, and I told you, hey, that's not my type. But it's like, yeah, I still get offers, but I'm not to the point where I'm so desperate that I'll take the first thing that jumps at me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have a question, if that's okay. You said 14 years? That's a long time, but you've had girlfriends since then, so I'm just a bit confused how it could be 14 years.
That's because you're good at math. No, I was exaggerating.
Okay.
Has been 14 years.
I was going to say.
Just because you're good at math.
Yeah, she's good at math, so you have to be careful. You're careful when you make numerical references around it, because her brain is like a freaking computer.
I
just catch inconsistencies, okay? I just catch inconsistencies.
So call it out, girl. Call it out, because I was just like 14. I'm like, I don't really want to question it, but that seems like I don't know. So thank you for that.
I mean, I just thought he could have had his other squeeze watching, and then now he told her 14 years ago from the last relationship and all this. So now y'all trying to bust him all out. NDA.
Well, see, that's why I'm not even going to ask you, Pick. That's why I'm not even going to ask you. So anyway, going on to how long you've been celibate?
Okay, so
2 days.
I was selling.
No, not even.
How long ago was Miss Spanish over?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday. Oh, girl, you're behind.
You're behind the times. Yesterday.
No, y'all. No. People.
Yo, he ended the live early.
Watch my YouTube.
Yeah, no, she was definitely not Spanish. And
You
and
know,
I
I like that.
particularly like
This is and this is why this is why this is why
like, well, thank you, girl. I was like,
this is why we have an NDA.
You know how I like compliments. You know how I like when I get compliments. So I was like,
Mandy.
thank you, girl. But yeah,
This is why we
like,
this
hey, for real
Anyway,
though, Dave is right. I don't know. Dave is kind of wrong in a way because I would like, from my perception, not, I don't know if he's wrong, right or wrong. His is what it is, but he live on the East Coast. Kansas City, you can like walk. You can go to the store and see you liable to see a girl and say hello, and she liable to walk back home with you, like, and it's a small city. So I imagine a big city, you got more women, more, just like
I ain't walking home with someone I met at the shops.
No, but so the thing with me is I'm also looking. I'm not as, I think the young people call it being thirsty. Like I'm 54. I'm not as thirsty as I was when I was 32 or 30.
You're still pretty thirsty.
35.
No, what do you mean I'm still pretty? How do you know I'm thirsty? How do you know that?
Have you met you? Have you seen the way that you talk to ladies?
Right.
The sounds that come out of your mouth when someone's wearing
yes, I have.
something hot?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. But here's what you don't know. I am being realistic. That's all fun and jokes. Realistically, right now at this stage of my life, and I'm not saying I was promiscuous before, but I had my share. At this stage of my life, I'm a little more selective about who I share my energies with, and that includes sexually. I swear to God, that's what it is.
Well, I can relate to that, which is part of the reason. Like, I haven't actually been keeping track of how long it's been celibate. If I had to guess, I would say maybe 9 months to a year, if that. That's how long I've been celibate.
Yeah, but your reasons for celibacy are a little different. Like mine is because like I'm in a certain place. Yours is because all the people you probably want to have sex with are far away. You know, you know what I mean? So
that certainly doesn't help.
She be having her little squeezes come through. Not just play. I'm just talking shit. I'm talking shit. All right, so
okay, so
look,
so moving on. What was
I personally, this is all right. New topic. All right, cool.
Okay, so I'll
this
just
is a good topic.
Yeah. What do we got? Self-control or avoidance? Oh, this was the.
I think it's a bit of both for me. It's a lot of self-control, but also a lot of heavily avoiding certain individuals.
I think it's self-control because it teaches when you don't. It teaches discipline. Now, if you say I'm celibate, but you going home and touching the loop every loop, then you ain't celibate. You mentally.
Hey, whoa.
If you mentally having sexual relations, then
masturbation doesn't count.
You might as well. You think
it does count.
You gotta clear yourself. If you gonna be celibate, you can't touch yourself. You can't do it to yourself.
I agree.
You do it to yourself. You ain't celibate.
I agree. Come on. Talk about it, dog. Talk about it.
Masturbation is very different to getting in bed with a man or a woman, in my opinion.
No. The purpose of having let me tell you something for men. The purpose of men having sexual intercourse is to have an orgasm. That's why men have sex. So if a man is home having orgasms by himself,
that's why you masturbate as well, right?
Exactly.
Right. So when you masturbate, you're not celibate. You're ejaculating. That's not celibacy. Celibacy is what monks do, right? Monks are permitted from touching themselves.
But masturbation is healthy.
I didn't see that anywhere.
No, masturbation is lust. It's lust.
Masturbation is lust.
For men, masturbation is healthy because it keeps your gears all working and in order.
It does not. No, it does not. Exercise will do this. You're not a man. How would you know? Exercise does the exact same thing. Exercise does the same thing. Whatever you think masturbation does, exercise does that too.
It flushes out the pipes for men. It's good for your health.
Men don't need pipes.
It reduces your risk of certain cancers and stuff. Yeah.
No, like what? Where are you getting your research from? Masturbation, there are no health benefits from masturbation from other.
You know
There's
what,
so many
guys?
health benefits to masturbation.
I'm gonna go ahead and retract right now. I apologize. Everything I just said. Star will not be celibate in
I told you,
2026.
dog.
He will just
Look,
not be
I'm gonna stand by my statement that
nothing with
masturbation doesn't count.
anybody else.
Nah,
No.
the thing
She will
is,
not have time. She will not have time to entertain. I'll just say that in 2026.
That's fair.
But the celibacy, masturbation. It actually says no. Masturbation is generally not considered celibacy.
Celibacy, no.
Abstaining
You.
from all sexual activity, including self-stimulation.
That's right. You can't.
I've never read anything about it, and
exactly.
I said it right on point.
Yeah.
Bad, man.
So you think you could tell somebody you're going to become a monk and they walk in the room and they see you jerking off? No, they kick you right out of the monastery. You can't do that. Can't do that.
Oh, wow.
Where'd Silver go?
She went to go masturbate.
Answer the call. Here come the meat and ball. Answer the call. Here come the meat and ball. Answer the call. and that's what.
Here comes the meat and balls. Answer the call. Here comes the meat and ball. Answer the call. Here comes the meat and ball. Answer the call.
That is our first clip. That is our first clip of 2026. That's our first reel.
Sorry, I'm having some audio issues, guys.
No, don't worry, baby. Yours is okay.
Oh, she's still having audio issues.
No, she just mesmerized because I DM'd her the crank. She's mesmerized. She's like, oh, man.
Why blood in the hat smiling like that? My zipper ain't down yet, player.
Wait.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, bro, you gotta be from outside. They using blood in the comments. Oh, they all copying each other. What's going on, bro?
I know, man. Listen,
all right, so let's get to this next topic. Shout out, y'all. That was it started to get spicy at the end on that loop.
Mike,
twice.
Can you see me okay?
I can see you.
You can see me? Right. You can hear me?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, you good. You good.
Yes. Okay, y'all.
You good.
Wrong screen, my bad, y'all. There we go.
Hey, if she love you, there's no such thing as the wrong stream,
hey guys,
bro.
just real quick, I love this comment and I want to ask everybody. Snowman Yankee 777 would like to know if everyone on the panel will you guys commit to being weed free this year?
Absolutely not. I never made that commitment.
Kind of stupidness is that? What kind of stupidness? Who typed that stupidness?
That
what
question
do you mean
is, do you want to cut out all your fun for the year? No.
You're mad. Hey, you're 10 mad people on this podcast or what? Strike that comment from the records, my boy. That is stupidness. What kind of will you be weed free? What stupidness is this, boy? By fire upon that, by bonfire upon that comment, boys. Will you be weed free? You better go and dig a grave somewhere and lie down there. It's stupidness.
On the nanny.
That is hilarious. So,
weed free. Are you nuts?
I hate y'all. This is the next. All right, let me remove that celibacy. Next topic. Oh no, should we y'all want to get to this? Wait a minute. No, wait a minute.
Nah, let's go with that other relationship one.
Yeah, man. Let's go with the answer that
I feel that'll blend in nicely. It'll mix right in. It'll give a smooth flow and a very, very meaningful, seamless transition to what it is.
Transitions when we not doing right by our children, or sometimes we not even in a position to even be in our kids' life to where you can lead them in the right way. You know, circumstances happen and you end up with a daughter that has daddy issues. So, and when they have daddy issues, they might run into a player like DJ Dave. You know, Dave, he gonna go here. Hey, you got daddy issues. That's up his alley. So, I had a question for you. Is it a red flag, or is it they're misunderstood? Like girls with daddy issues. Is that a red flag to you? Everybody
To
on the
me?
planet, y'all mess with
Oh,
girls.
okay.
Y'all mess with girls.
Sorry,
Y'all
I came
know
back.
this
Can you
stuff.
define daddy issues like
Okay,
like
so
an absent father, or just like a shitty father, or
all
just
of
all
it.
of it? Like
All of it
All of
above.
it. All of it.
I love my dad.
Daddy issues. I couldn't. Like, what do you mean?
Lady in the head. The
Like
lady in the
so
box
like
gave my hand
so
model.
like if you grew up and there was no man around you to tell you, you know, you're beautiful, or a man to show you, you know, how to a man to provide and protect. Like if you never saw a man doing that, and you grow up just as a woman, just having to always provide and protect, or seeing your mother have to provide and protect for herself, and then you have to provide and protect yourself. Some women develop what they call daddy issues. So like they look for men that can provide those things that they missed. You know, either from absentee father or a father that didn't do what he was supposed to do all the way. So that's those are the ones, when they say daddy issues, those are the ones that when they get older, they look for that in men. Not like gold diggers, right? Not like gold diggers, but just a man who can provide and protect. You know, a man who you can call and depend on, right?
Yeah. I need a
So
daddy. I want to have
that's what
daddy
I'm saying,
issues.
right?
But I
Right,
don't. I
and to
don't have
me,
daddy issues. Shit. If anything, I have mommy issues.
right. So to me,
Oh, I love the mommy issue chicks. Oh, mommy issues. They got problems with their
I'm
moms? Oh, yeah.
I'm
Nah.
more concerned about the
I mean,
boys with
like,
the mummy issues. You know, the ones where the mother's clearly got romantic feelings for their son. They're creepy.
oh
They're
yeah,
creepy.
that's yep,
yeah, the
They're
mama's
the
boy.
worst.
Yeah,
yeah.
And then
that's a
there's
whole
those
nother
sons that
thing.
just don't want to admit that their mother's actually like in love with them, not just loves them, but like in love with them. They just, it's not worth it. Just back out, escape while you
All right, wait a
can.
minute.
Okay, it's
That's a
not
little
worth it.
creepy.
Yeah,
That took a turn
yeah.
for the worse. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Like, ew.
But that's a thing. It is a thing. It is a
It
far
is.
too scarily common thing. You know.
Blueface, the rapper, his mama, he had to tell his mama, I don't like you like that, mama. You're not my type. You got to get out of my business. Stop fighting with my girlfriends and doing all that. I do not like you like that. You are my mama. You are not my girlfriend.
Yeah, I swear to
So,
God, a lot of
yeah.
single mothers need to hear that, because you see them on Instagram, right? And they'll be posting, you know, and it'll be like the child will be like 14, lunch date with my, you know, come on, man, that's ridiculous. That's not your
Yeah,
man. That's your son. You know
it's
what I
I hear
creepy.
mean?
you.
Or they're
Yeah.
It's
giving them
creepy.
something, or they're giving them stuff for Valentine. Look what my son gave me for Valentine's Day. A heart. Your son is supposed to be that. Valentine's Day is for lovers. It's not for
Yeah.
love. It's for
Oh,
lovers.
really? I
Valentine's
freaking
Day is
love the shit that they made
Valentine's Day is the
at the
same. The
daycare and shit. They gave me like all this stuff that they made for
Your
the
kids can give
Valentine.
you stuff.
My
Sure, no
kid,
worries.
no, but yeah, but at some point your child is going to wake up, not wake up, but grow up and realize that Valentine's Day is for lovers, not for love. It's for lovers,
well, I
and
think
it's
he
weird.
understands that I'm his mom, so I'm good.
It's
You
weird.
know?
They
No, I'm
promote it in
yeah,
schools. That's crazy,
huh?
ain't it? They promote
Yeah, they
Valentine's Day in school, and it's
in
for
schools.
lovers, not
Yeah,
love.
I mean, it's for love. It's for lovers, not for love. Love is different than having a lover. That little Cupid with the arrow, when he shoots that arrow into your heart, you don't love everybody. It makes you fall in love with the person who you want to love, who you want to
You know
have.
what? Now that I think of it, like, so is it kind of creepy that I like made Valentines for like everyone in his class for him to pass.
Well, like I said, it's different with kids.
It's
and we've
different with
always
kids.
done that.
With kids, at least like here in Australia, our Valentine's Day, kids don't really get involved with it. Like some of the younger ones might make their mums like a little happy Valentine's Day, mum, I love you thing, but it's not like in our schools, we're not encouraged to, give our classmates Valentine's Day crap. When you're in high school, you have the opportunity to buy someone a rose. You can have a rose sent to their classroom, but like it's still, again, it's not, it's not we're all making each other cards and stuff like that. Usually there'll be like a charity that they'll pick and someone will go around and serenade your chosen person and the money proceeds to that go to said charity. So like that's at least how it's done here. They'll, use certain charities to raise money for certain things by selling roses and songs to people's dearly beloved, and I think that's a nice way of sort of doing it.
But that's way far from what we're talking about. Like with the daddy issues, that's different. I actually like women that have daddy issues because I always believe that the role. I always believe that the man should be the provider and the protector. Like your woman should always feel safe around you. If somebody knocks at the door at 3:00, it's not like, babe, can you get that? No, I'm gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? If the pipe starts leaking, not like, babe, let me show you how to use a wrench. No, I'm gonna fix it with the wrench. Right? If the car needs repair, I'm doing it. You know what I mean? I'll go buy the groceries. You cook them if you know what I mean, if that's the thing. But I'll provide the money to get the groceries. So that's what I'm talking about. So those are the kind of women. Like I'm not looking for a woman my age.
Well? Can you cook as well?
Yeah, I can. Oh yeah, I can cook. Okay,
cool.
I can cook. So right, and that's another thing. I don't want to have to be with a woman and depend on her for anything. Not for food, not for shelter, not for money, not for clothes, right? And because there are too many women right now that I know personally that are like mothers to the men they're with, right? Like
my goal is to never mother a boyfriend ever again. No, only men that know how to get their shit together.
And here's the thing: I think some women, they'll pick men that can't really take care of themselves, just so those men will be dependent on them, and they have a better chance of staying with them longer. I think some women actually go for men with deficiencies, because let's face it, between men and women, men are probably more built to live alone than women are. Absolutely. All those movies, yeah, right. Absolutely. All those movies you see, like look at that movie of Tom Hanks, Castaway. That wasn't about a woman. That was about a man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Boone was about a man, not a woman. Yeah, so when it comes to raw survival, men are better equipped for that, and by themselves. Women probably thrive better when there are people around, when there's a family she has to nurture. But women aren't really cut out to go out and be the big dog. They're not cut out for that. So the chicks that are doing that right now and don't want to do it, y'all get at me at superdaddy.x.
That is hilarious. Yes, everyone daddy issues. Hit up Dave. So Dave, I want to ask you, is it wrong of me that I tell my son that, like, I'll teach him how to do something, or I'll be like, pick up after yourself, blah, 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 or I'm going to teach you how to cook because I don't want you to have to depend on no woman. Like I constantly tell him that, like, I don't want you to have to depend on a woman. Is that wrong of me?
You said, no, I promote that. Definitely teach him all the life skills. Teach him how to cook, teach him how to clean, teach him how to teach him how to cut up chicken, right? Because if he likes chicken is way a lot cheaper to cut up at home than to go to one of these chicken places, right? But not even eat, right? So teach him those things, right? I had a long talk with my mom about that. My mom taught me how to do everything but cook. She taught me how to clean, do everything else.
Kool-Aid.
Well, because in the Caribbean, I thought it was considered woman's work. Cooking was considered woman's work. But as I got older, I realized that all my Caribbean guy friends, all of them can cook. You know what I mean? So that's the deal right there.
What about the women survivor? Hey, somebody said they disagree. What about the women on the Survivor?
Oh. Well, they don't have daddy issues there. Those women on Survivor, they don't have daddy issues. They want it. They take care of themselves, right? So that, yeah, I mean, but I love it for you, Dave. Yeah.
No, that's
So let me ask you
some of
this:
these
Do
comments,
y'all? So
man.
you have mommy issues? Do you, Silver, have any mommy or daddy issues?
Me personally,
Yeah.
I love my parents, and my parents love me. I'm very blessed. I have really good communication with both of them. I can sit down and talk to either parent, my mom, my dad, or my stepmom. If I want to talk about something that happened 10 years ago that I'm still upset about it, either parent will sit down, listen to what I have to say, and, talk about it like adults. So I'm pretty blessed in that department. So I wouldn't say I have any, particular major issues, purely because I have such good communication with both parents. Not everyone's lucky enough to have that in their adult life. So I wouldn't say I have any mom or
So
dad.
does anything with like the relationships that you have with your parents kind of mirror how you treat the people that you have relationships with? Does any of that kind of?
Well, I have said this before, in regards to some of my bluntness, right? I have a tendency to call out things from the people I care about, and that doesn't matter whether you're my mum, my dad, my boyfriend, whoever. Like if you're saying something that's false or a lie, I'm going to call you out on that. But I'm doing that because I love you and I care about you. You know what I mean? And that goes towards anyone, But the thing is I expect the same in return. I'm okay with the people that love me calling me out on my shit, if it's called for,
Yeah. No, I hear you.
So all the people I care about, I've got the same, mindset of if I catch you being a hypocrite or being racist or being bigoted or something, I'm gonna call you out on it,
because we all know that, Silver. We know that you don't.
Yeah,
you have to tell us.
So
so as far as the mommy issues for me, and to be honest with you, now that I think of it, I think all of my sisters have it too, right? Because we grew up with my mom being, the one, staying at home and raising 8 kids. And you would have thought that she had 5 daughters and only 2 of her daughters had a combination of 3 kids, right? I had 1 child, and then I have another sister who had 2. My other 3 sisters didn't get married and didn't have kids. Well, actually, one sister did get married, but the other 2 were like, no, fuck that. I don't want to do what my mom did. I don't want to raise 8 kids. I don't want to be at home 24/7. No. So that's what I call mommy issues. Now that I think of it, and now that I talk about it, it's like mommy trauma, right?
Well, I think in that regard, in that particular sense, maybe you're right, because I specifically chose not to have children because of the way I was raised. So maybe I do have some issues in that regards. My biggest fear was always becoming, obviously, don't get me wrong, we all sort of break cycles when we have children. We all try to be better than our parents were before us. And don't get me wrong, my mum definitely broke a lot of cycles with us kids. I can, list a couple things off the top of my head that, the changes my mum made. For example, my mum really made an effort to tell us kids that we were loved. She made an effort to hug us and stuff like that, because that's something she didn't have, And another example of something my mum did to sort of break cycles and stuff. This is something you can tell about a person's household. If you accidentally break a glass, how does your parent react to that? That's a really good indicator.
There are no such things as accidents. You deserve full punishment. There are no such things as accident. Breaking a glass is an act of negligence.
That's a good indicator of how your household is. If you live in a household where breaking a glass is, the end of the world.
Yeah, no, that's horrible. I hear you. So
my mom.
We're going to move on to the next topic, and I'm sure you could also put an input on this one. Depending, I would love to know as far as Australia. I mean, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. When I brought this topic up here, I thought okay, we were in one of the worst, like our economy is like shit right now, you know what I mean? And then like as I
Use
was
your
doing
words.
research,
Use your words.
our
What is she
Start it
autistic?
over.
Use your words.
Topic over. Start over.
okay. So
What
what I'm saying
the?
is that I love you, Pig. Okay, so what I'm saying that America is actually not in as much of a financial crisis in 2025 as I thought, right? It turns out it's just me who is in a financial crisis.
Oh, that's
It is
crazy.
not America. No, and the reason why I had even again when I brought that topic up to you guys is because that exact same day I had a conversation, with a colleague who was talking about exactly that, where it's like, we already had, our bonuses basically went out and stuff. And it was like, dang, okay. So what I mean? And he was like, man, at this point, like, I have to almost get another job. I have to either get another job or, to supplement my income because like, this is just not where it is. Right. So that's kind of what made me think about it too. Right. But apparently, the percentages are up. The labor market, the labor market remains strong overall, but the percentage is a little bit up as far as, jobless claims. But inflation and interest rates actually apparently did not go up. And they went down. And I'm just like, really? It wasn't a big drop. I think it was a drop. Wait, Rose. Okay, so now I'm a little high. I read all of this and it was like on point earlier, but I have smoked some. So my point though being that, apparently America is kind of like on the, it is still in major debt, but it's not, I guess, in a recession. It's not in a recession, right? So what is Australia's economy like right now?
It's terrible. It's terrible. Like the rental market. Okay, so the rental market and the buying market is like through the roof, right? Like here, if you want to buy a house here in Sydney, all right, like a little crack shack with, with meth toxicity all over the place is going to set you back $1.5 million. Like it's ridiculous at the moment trying to find a place to live. Is just like the prices are through the roof. The only places that are really sort of quote unquote affordable at the moment are really rural and inland, and even then it's not really a good opportunity because there's not as much work out there. So yeah, especially in the cities, I think prices on things are really going up, and it is hard, like especially if you want to get your foot in the door with like home ownership and all of that. It's really not easy at the moment. Like it's damn near impossible at the moment to even just get a house loan because you need $200,000 just for the deposit. So yeah, it's not the easiest thing at the moment. Like raising kids is a very, very expensive thing to do, and our childcare prices are through the roof as well. Like I'm just so glad I don't have kids and I don't have to deal with that because between rent and daycare and stuff like that, like I know one woman, she's paying $600 a week just for childcare, and I was like, wow.
Listen, hold on. Children are not a birthright. You have to make children. So I don't cry for anybody that has to pay childcare. Because unless somebody put a baby in your stomach without your knowledge, you kind of knew that was happening. So I don't cry for people that have children, right? Like that's childcare being expensive. That's an expense that could be like you could defer that until you could research childcare before you have a child. It's not like people wake up pregnant.
I have, again. It's part of the reason I don't have kids.
Right. So, but I do. No, but I do, and go ahead, Pete. Go ahead.
No. I just would say she wasn't. You ain't tripping. Everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people is struggling right now and at this very moment. it's
See,
getting
and I
hard
did,
for us to live.
but I don't think I am. I don't think actually I've been living in this
Right,
country
because of
since.
your circumstances,
No, no,
right?
no, 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 not even that. I've been living in this country since 1988. I came here when I was 17. I was always able to find a job. I've lived in this country for
Yeah.
38 years, and every job I've always get was always a better paying job than the last one. Whether I worked in a bookstore or whether I worked at I was at one time I worked at Radio Shack. Every job was always better paying. There was never a time I couldn't find work. I think we get confused sometimes with the economy and how much we're willing to sacrifice for our own selves. Like there's people that won't do certain jobs, but if you
Well,
need money, you know what I
I
mean? So,
understand that,
but
David. I
I've
mean,
never actually.
we're just talking the jobs. We're talking about how much stuff costs. We're talking about
Yeah,
how much rent costs. So you're telling me that you've always had a job and you've always been able to pay your rent and you've always
always been
been
it
able to
right
do
because
everything?
right. I've always been able because I've always lived with somebody, and the agreement was I pay so much and you pay so much, and neither one of us was ever like, oh my God, the economy is so bad. I can't. No, if I didn't have the money, it's because I mishandled the money, not because the economy was bad. And I'm not saying the economy is not bad, but I'm saying it never affected me to the point where I got less money than I was supposed to get if I managed my money correctly. That usually happens
Understood.
when I mismanage my money. Yes, of course I'm not going to have as much, but the pay has always been comparable to the times. I'm making the most money I've ever made now in my life, and all I'm doing is I'm
You
just
did all that
teaching. I'm not.
swinging for no reason.
Well, no, even when I
All
was
the
doing
videos.
that, even when I was
And
doing that, even,
you didn't
Wait a
have your
minute.
sons
Hey,
full time though, right? I
Hmm?
mean, growing up, you didn't have your sons full time. Were
I
they
had
in your
yeah
care full time?
I did so one did like 3 years with me and then he did like 2 years with his mom, so I was with him full time through his middle school years. I was with him, so I had to clothe him,
Oh,
feed him, get
okay.
his right. I like so we did that, but even then it wasn't like neither one of us was like, oh my God, the price of things, like we got it done. It wasn't like it was never like, you know what I mean, too much. It
Yeah,
was never too much. So I don't know the
Definitely had your
economy.
shit together then. You had your shit together,
he
Dave. That's a good
does.
thing.
I
You know,
never
and
I
it
know
seems like you
I
He
don't have it
definitely had
together.
some
for it.
collaboration with the mother as well. Like that's also very helpful. Like, you know, it's good when you have that
Yeah.
as opposed to someone that's, you know, constantly at war with the other parent and or
w-
just you know, having a
Yeah,
parent that wants to make it difficult for no reason, you know.
but that's a choice too. That's a choice. Like I don't think people just change on you after you have a child. I think people know what they're getting into. Like, is this a good person to link with financially? Is this a good person to link with emotionally? You gotta vet those things before you open your legs, before you
And
stick
I've
it in.
yet
You
to
gotta
find someone that ticks all those boxes, hence the no children.
yeah. Well, yeah, exactly.
You
So
know.
I mean, I don't want to sit here and tell you, oh, my children were planned. My children were completely not planned, right? Completely not planned.
Yeah.
I just didn't pull out and hope for the best. But I
That was all
always
part of the
knew.
plan.
But
That was
wait,
all part of
isn't
But
the
that
no,
what
plan.
you always do?
well,
Isn't that
only o- only with the women that get me mentally, right? Because my pullout game is very strong. But if I, but
okay?
if but if you think I'm funny and if I make you laugh, if I make you think, and if you can handle the ride for 12 minutes, boom, it's on.
12
You know what I
So
mean?
minutes.
Dave
There
got
you
somebody in the
go.
comments say I need a
I need
husband.
a
They like your
husband.
voice, bro.
Trinity
They
Time
say you got
Travel
a great
is
voice for
was
podcast and
here.
radio.
I need a husband. So here you go, DJ Super
So,
Dave. He's not an
Try and
Instagram
break that
girl.
so
He's
celibacy run.
single. He lifts weights. He keeps a structured schedule, so he loves routine. You know, men
oh,
that
that's
keep
crazy.
routine
you sound
are
He's
on
got
you
a
sound
he's
point.
got a
you
good
sound
bedtime routine
you sound
happening.
you
He's
sound
sticking
you
to
sound like
Girl,
my pimp.
you better get in those
it.
DMs. You better get in those
You
DMs,
sound you sound
Tiffany.
He's
you,
very clean. He probably smells nice too. Yep. Dave's got a lot of things going for him.
you sound like a perv. Stop it. Now you're scaring you. That would
Says
scare
you.
me.
Says
That would
you.
scare me. That would scare me. And you're talking about me. I'm like, what do you mean I smoke? You never even smoked
That's
me. Like, how you know I
hilarious.
smoke?
It
But
takes a
now
certain
you
childhood.
gotta you gotta know who you're getting with, man. You gotta know who you're getting with.
Hmm.
Well, I just say, man, everybody need to lock in for this 2026 because we got a crazy life ahead of us. We already talked about the first two topics. If y'all didn't get the chance to see part one of this live today, go check out part one after this live. Um, we talk about the first topics. This 2026 is already gonna be a crazy year because the start of it is already crazy. So we 11 days in, we already had a president get captured. That's some internal warfare type stuff. Venezuela getting bombed. We got talks of Greenland. China is saying you shoot once, you fire that first shot. We ain't gonna let you fire no second shot or
Fuck
something.
around and find out is what they do. Fuck around and
Yeah,
find
so
out.
it's gonna be a crazy year. Everybody lock in, man. If you do got your family, everything close to you, be close with them. Give them a call every now and then. Holler at them. And it's crazy coming from me because I don't call nobody but my. But hey, man, y'all call people. Hey, it's gonna be a crazy 2026. But yeah, stack up
So
that
that
money.
brings us to our next topic, right?
It brings us to our next and final topic.
Oh, I'm excited.
No,
What's it going to be?
It's not the
How
final.
excited? How
we
excited are
still
you?
have the football one.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, which I did
Ah,
research.
football.
You don't want to talk
Boo
about football
sports.
first. Let's get on like a lighter subject.
I got nothing positive to say about sports.
Okay, so Silver's gonna be quiet. Let's challenge.
Whoa, what? Silver don't have nothing to say? Get the hell out of here. We should talk about sports more often. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Let's check.
I'm joking.
Let's check. Let's see
I'm
what's
joking.
Okay, y'all. Y'all know me. I probably might mute up a little. Oh, never mind. That's the wrong one. Damn. Sorry, y'all.
Wait, but I have to ask, did anybody actually watch the playoff games? Because I didn't.
Yeah, Dave watched
Didn't
it.
have time.
I was just keeping an eye on it. And I actually thought the Eagles, who are the defending Super Bowl champions.
Real quick, we can
Yeah, I thought the Eagles were going to lose today.
But y'all want to introduce
they
this
were
topic?
down.
What
You want to introduce this topic, y'all?
Oh.
Yeah, you go ahead. Because go ahead, pick. You could introduce.
Yeah,
it.
it's football, sports. Silver. It's football.
Okay.
What you mean you don't like sports? What you mean? What?
Okay. So the Eagles are out. The Niners are in.
Okay, y'all. So wait a minute, because I can't hear. Oh, all right, y'all. So we got the road to the Super Bowl and NFL playoff picks. So Chiefs is gone. So that was a dud. I'm mad that the Chiefs is. I'm mad because the Chiefs lost. I'm pissed off. But so we're gonna see who all in here. I really, honestly, I don't know who playing or what. Somebody
all right, so
just
I run it. So I'll run it. I'll run down the scores. I'll run down the scores for you real quick. Go ahead, Stella. Since you have it up already.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm just saying the Eagles lost. If you want to talk about it, talk about it. I'm just saying the Eagles lost.
Right, yeah. So the Eagles are the defending Super Bowl champions, and that was a close game today. I wasn't watching it, but I was while I was getting ready for the podcast, I was monitoring the score, and I think it was got to 21-19, or 9. Yeah, it was 23-19, but it was the Eagles are up 19-16. I think I'm like, okay, the Eagles gonna pull this out, but they ended up losing. Then we also had the Bills had an amazing win today over the Jaguars. It's the Bills, so they beat them 27-24. It's the Bills' first time making it out of the first round in about, I think they say, 3 decades. So I don't even think Silva was born the last time the Bills made it out of the first round.
Really? I have a colleague who is a super big Bills fan, so I'm gonna hit her up on Monday.
Yes. So the Bills are good. Shout out to Josh Allen and the crew. And then FJQ and them, who are FJQ and Cali Sonolisa 420 are going to be happy because the Bears were down. They were losing to the Packers in the fourth. They came back to win 31-27. They move on. And
can we
the
take
Panthers
off the screen? She's messing up my aesthetic.
What?
She's not what?
Sorry. Jeez.
What's she doing?
I mean, Silver is over there
So it's good as long as you got a body there. Get up, come back, Silver. Don't listen to. Why are you listening to Star?
Did you say that on your? Wait, hold on. Hold on. Wait. Wait, did somebody make that comment or did you offer that information voluntarily, Star?
Wait, what?
Did someone say that?
Yeah, it was a comment.
A comment. A comment. Okay, I thought I was.
Bro,
I thought
smiling from
No,
ear to
that was
ear,
all Star.
commenting.
that was no. That wasn't Star. You know who that was? That wasn't Star. That was Star Shady. Play the Star. Oh.
570. Oh, you were the one asking when we were gonna go
We
live. Hey, shout
we
out
need
to
a. Whenever she breaks out Star Shady, we need like a theme song because that was a Star Shady moment that never was.
No, but it was very true. Like I couldn't clip even if you were gonna say the Eagles have lost. I was gonna try to clip that, but I didn't want to catch Silver like this.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, sports are boring. Okay,
Okay, well, you just sit
I
there
was
and
just
look pretty,
waiting.
my dear.
Sit there and
muted
smile.
So it's not
I
for you,
muted
but
myself. I was just waiting for the topic to shift, and you had to call attention to it, didn't you, Star? Like,
My
geez,
love, you were
just trying to mind
just
my
so
business, not trying to
yeah,
be
well,
rude.
okay. Listen, pipe down, Pee Long Stocking, because it's not over yet. We got one more game to talk
She was
about.
calling attention to herself. How do you think? Why do you think I had to call it out? If it wasn't a thing, I wouldn't have called it out, right? She gave it to me.
I appreciate you calling it out, but I just didn't realize I can turn my camera off until the sports is done because I'm gonna. I can't help the faces I pull when it's about sports. You know, like I don't care about sports. I don't watch the Americans.
That's all I said. That was the request. That's all.
Yeah.
So sounds like you two are pretty much saying the same thing, Silver. Sounds like you two are, believe it or not, sounds like you two are congruent with each other about this. So
Silver, just turn the camera off. See, we're on the same page. I love it. All right.
I agree. So anyway, so it turns out the Eagles, who by the way, the Eagles were the defending Super Bowl champions, and they did not get a bye. They actually, it's the first time I think in a long time that the Super Bowl champions were in the first round. Usually they have like a better season. Yeah, you didn't have a bye. You know what I mean? And last but not least, we still have the.
You just said that the Eagles lost?
Yeah, they did lose 23-19 to the Niners.
The Eagles lost 23-19 to who?
Yeah, and I actually think my pick I think the 49ers are going to win the Super Bowl. I have them. You heard it here first. Yeah, yeah.
You said the 49ers?
Yeah, I'm not a 49ers fan, but I think of the teams left, I think they have the best chance because they already been tested.
So I can get it straight. Who's all? We got wait a minute. We got the Bears. We got we got
Rams.
We got Bears.
Bills.
We got Bears.
Bills.
Niners.
Hold on. All right, I'm gonna tell you right now. Hold on. So the Niners and the Bears are there. We also have the Rams. Right? The Rams are also
Niners
there.
And the Bears and the Rams.
Right.
And the Bills.
Niners, Bears, Rams, Bills. We have the Texans and the Steelers are still there.
Tomorrow. They're going to play tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. And then we have the Chargers and the Patriots that are playing right now.
Yes.
The Chargers and the Patriots, halftime there, it's 6-3.
And playoffs started already? It started now?
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Oh, okay.
This is the wild card. This is the wild card round.
This is a wild card round.
Yeah, this is
the wild card round.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it next week? No, January 17th is the divisional round. It's the divisional round.
Okay, so
then we got this weekend playoff. We have playoffs next weekend, and then we have one more weekend, and then there's a break, and then there's a Super Bowl. So
indeed,
the playoffs are definitely in effect. But I'm a Giants fan. The Giants are no longer in it, but I do like the Niners. I think the Niners, of all the teams they have had to overcome the most, just to even make the playoffs, half their roster was injured all year, and they're playing at a high level.
You're picking the Niners to win? Okay, for me,
everything. I'm picking the Niners.
I can't make a prediction just yet because it's still too early for me. So good for you.
Just a plan.
Let's go. Let's start.
Let's go. Their playoffs started.
Don't start trying to predict when a couple.
What do you want to wait till the Super Bowl to pick a winner?
No.
I mean, I haven't followed it this year to be able to say like the fucking Cowboys sucked the whole year. I was just like,
well, so did the Giants.
football, and I love watching them, but it's just like, you know what? I was so discouraged this year. I'm not even gonna lie. But okay, if I had to pick it, you know what?
You want to hear the team? You want to hear the teams again? You want to hear the teams again?
No, I have the teams right here.
Excuse me, damn. Shady Star makes another appearance.
Let me see here.
No,
San
thank
Fran,
you. I have the
San
teams
Fran
right
is
here.
13-5.
Right
San
here.
Fran is 13-5. Okay, I could see why you would pick San Fran, but Los Angeles is also 13-5.
It's not their record.
Yeah, but I mean, you can kind of tell from that. It's like, well,
But,
yeah,
but
but
that
it's a wild card.
that 13
Yeah,
and that 13.
Well,
I can't, guys. I can't. Don't.
well, why she get it together? I'ma say.
She gets it together.
I'ma say.
I'm not getting it.
It's gonna go Seattle versus Broncos, and then we gonna have to figure out who's the winner of them. The Cinderella teams would probably be
Broncos. The Broncos aren't.
Yeah, the Broncos ended. Yeah.
Cinderella teams might be the Bears and 49ers because they both had some wild moments and they sneaky.
I see what you're doing here.
The road to the Super Bowl. Look, it break down the bracket path. Bracket path is like this. The Seahawks gonna play against the 49ers. The Bears gonna play against the Rams. Plus, AFC matchups once confirmed. It's gonna confirm it after a while. So, look.
How do we like the Patriots? I mean, how do we like the Patriots? The Patriots.
I do have a question for you.
I think they'll be okay. I think they'll be all right. But I think the Niners. Yeah. What do you mean? Nah, they're leading right now. It's third quarter, 6-3.
Yeah, so maybe
which player or coach could flip a game with one play? No, don't answer that. I don't know why. I read it without reading it in my head. My bad,
I could tell.
I didn't even hear what you said. Okay.
All right.
No, that was a good wrap up. I'm glad that the Eagles lost. I'm glad that the Bears won.
Sports.
That the Texans win tomorrow. I'm guessing the Patriots. Yeah, the Patriots are going to take that one. I'm glad that the Bills won. And okay, all right.
That Patriots game is still it's only 6-3 and it's still the third quarter. They got 13 minutes left in the third. Yeah, so you got to be careful. But
it's already quarter three. It's already quarter three, and it's only 6-3.
But that's playoffs. That's playoffs for you. Playoffs are not usually high scoring, and this is when kickers are most important. This is when kickers are most important in the playoffs.
Hey, Saint be talking some. Saint. He saying while watching they would declare martial law,
and while we watching, they will declare martial law. What? What do we? Wait. What?
Oh, because of the situation.
I see something on
I'm making iced coffee, PTD.
Should we have CNN on or what's going on?
Yeah, that's a good question. All right, so anyway, that was the
why'd you say that? Is Saint? Why'd you say that? Pick. I mean, not pick. Papa Pitt.
Let's
more milk.
Hey,
iced coffee.
That's what they do in Australia.
Look, I'm just trying to keep myself awake during the sports talk. Okay, like I'm doing my best.
Okay, girl, drink your iced coffee then.
Drink iced coffee. Stop talking and drink your iced coffee. Stop talking.
Trying to keep an engaging face.
Swallow. Open your mouth and swallow your iced coffee. Swallow.
Swallow it. Oh, there you
swallow
go.
Again. Swallow it. Do it next. Swallow again. Gulp it.
This ain't your life, Dave.
Gulp it down. Like a good girl. Gulp it like a good girl.
Next topic. ¿Qué pasó? What's going on?
Oh man. All right, so
hey, what do you get? What do you get? what do you get when you cross an Australian, a Mexican, a Trinidadian, and a guy from Kansas City?
Meat and balls.
Meat
We get the
balls.
meat and balls.
Hold on, what do you get?
You get meat and balls. You get meat and balls. That's
Oh shit. God damn, hold on, my bad, bro.
Play my music, dog. Play my music, dog. It's on.
It started over.
It
It didn't start over.
Outer space was Mars.
All right, give
You get the
Podcast not better than ours. Hey, bad bitches even talked about sports. Hey, wait a minute. We talked about sports.
Sorry, but that's gotta be the stupidest.
The stupidest thing you ever said.
Hey, I see how shit worked out, man. That's how I look at life, right? When I started playing, I was like, I was in the wrong spot. But it said bad bitches even talked about sports. Or
Look at that.
Yeah. See?
Talk about sports. How about that?
See?
She like, that's the wrong spot. Be in the right spot.
Come on now. That's what you call being prescient. You had knowledge that this would occur at the time you made that song. So there you go.
I wish I had more to contribute sport-wise, like occasionally make comments.
No. Hey, listen, we don't care. We don't care about that. You just sit there and be Australian, mate. That's all you have to do. Just hey, just go put another shrimp on the bob, eh?
We call them prawns. We don't even call them shrimp. We call them prawns.
Hey, first of all, stop using your hands when you talk to me. I consider that an act of violence. That's threatening.
Oh, speaking of act of violence, this next topic, hey, they're probably gonna consider her using her car as a weapon. Did y'all hear about this?
So it's actually been on our news here in Australia a lot.
Really?
Yes, it's a massive thing happening over here. So what's being reported here, it's being reported as a murder. And there is a few nasty comments that the president has made where he was trying to justify that killing, calling her a terrorist. At least that's what's being said here in the Australian news, is that the president was trying to refer to her as a terrorist. But it seems like most of the news, anchor people, are supportive of the fact that this is, in fact, a murder. I am in agreement to the fact that it is a murder. Like, you can't just go be shooting citizens in the face 3 times because, they're not.
I totally agree. So just real quick. Hey, Silver, real quick. So had she not, she didn't actually need to be there, right? Like, there was no actual need for her to be there. So had she not been there, she would not have died, right?
Correct. Yes. So there is a bit of talk. There is a bit of talk where people are being like, "Oh, but why was she there?" So the side of the story that wants to paint her as a terrorist wants to be like, "Oh, she was there to incite violence, so getting shot in the face was what she deserved." That's a side of the story. But honestly, I'm on the point of she was in the wrong place at the wrong time. If I'm walking down the street and I run into ICE, I'd have some choice things to say to them too.
She was not there at the wrong place at the wrong time. She had been stalking ICE. She is a protester against ICE.
I haven't heard any of this.
And her wife, they, I know, dear. That's why I'm telling you. They were stalking ICE. So it was not a wrong place at the wrong time. And even
so it wasn't like she just happened to be driving down the street and ICE was there, because that was sort of the story they're getting sold.
It was an operation. She impeded an operation. That's what happened. Have she been shot in the face? Absolutely not. I will agree with you there. But if she would not have been in the operation, she would not have been shot in the face. And that indeed true is a fact.
Right.
I don't think she's a terrorist, though.
No.
Well,
I totally agree with you.
But the thing, here's the thing, right?
I don't agree with
Here's the thing. It always comes down to how far are you willing to go to prove your point. Like, if somebody said to her, "Hey, I know what you're going to do today, but you couldn't end up dead," would she still have gone? Now, if she would have changed her mind, you got to say, well, maybe she shouldn't have done that. But if she says, yeah, you know what? I don't care what happens to me. I'm going down there regardless. Then she was prepared for what happened, right? I'm not saying she was, but I'm saying it depends on what your motive is. Are you, because if you're gonna try to change anything, sometimes you have something like this magnitude. You probably have to be willing to die for it.
Nah, Dave. She didn't think they were going to shoot her in the face.
That's what. All right, that's what I'm
There's
saying.
no
So
way.
Keep frying the comments. He said she was there to impede federal agents
Yeah, I'm reading
right,
that
doing
comment
their
now.
job. You don't get to
right,
accelerate forward towards someone in front of your vehicle and get killed and call it murder.
right.
Indeed.
So then, if she had thought this through, what I'm about to do could either land me in jail or get me killed. Am I still going to do it? If she said yes, then hey, you got to what? Because there's no defense against somebody who's not afraid to die. But if her thing was, oh my God, I'm in trouble, let me turn around and get out of here, then she shouldn't indeed have not been there because she was not prepared to pay the consequences.
Well,
You understand what I'm saying?
I'm gonna give a bit of a trigger warning. You don't see any blood or anything like that, but we are gonna watch this video to see, just because we're talking about it. Let's watch it.
Well, I haven't seen this angle.
Oh!
No! Shame!
Oh!
Shame! Oh my fucking god! What the fuck?
Oh!
You just fucking,
Wait.
what the fuck did
Yep. Do that again. Do it again. Play it again.
Story of my life. They always say that. Do that again.
No, I literally didn't see what happened. You gotta.
Okay. So.
No! Shame!
Oh.
So it was not this guy that we see right here. It was the guy on the other side who shot.
Yes, the guy on the other side. But okay, so let's play that over again. So somebody went. It was one already in front of him. It was already. He was already right there.
No,
oh.
wait. Yo, hold on. Pause the video for a minute. The car that's speeding off, that's the car she's in, the black one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
The red one.
Okay.
It's red.
All right, switch. All right, that's her. Okay.
It's like burgundy or something. Or blackish red. Oh. He shouldn't have shot. He was out the way. All right, there's some more angles. Let's look at these other angles.
Hey, do you have the angle from his cell phone, from his camera? Because they released that one.
Not yet.
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood!
Oh.
It's messed up.
What the fuck?
Damn. That's messed up.
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood!
They pulled up on straight demon time. Boom.
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
Dude, what the fuck?
Okay, we don't have to
Just on some neighborhood street.
Yeah, we don't have to keep watching it.
Just some random neighborhood street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and again, this is my point. Even when he said, "Hey, get out of the fucking car," guess what I would have done?
Fuck out of our
I would
neighborhood!
have got out of the fucking car.
But you got to remember too, these are people with masks on. You don't. Did they identify themselves as
But
ICE? I don't know.
She knew that they were ICE.
Oh, okay.
She knew
They
they were
moving wicked.
ICE.
Look at this. This still image I got right here. It tells you a lot about what timing they on. Not the people right here. This is their neighborhood. Why is he holding his face and holding the camera in this girl face like he's a civilian? They're in their feelings. We making excuses for these niggas not being professional in their feelings. That is not what you do. The president defended it. Of course, they can fight it and say it's all right because she charged that or bro, that is cold blood. They are
It is not. It is not okay.
moving. They're moving real militant and militia style. They're not moving like ICE. They're moving like a militia. It's getting scary. They got masks on their faces.
They're moving like they are on a mission to excuse me. They're moving like they're on a mission to complete that they were given to pick up 1 million bodies. That's what they're moving like. And guess who gave them that mission? Guess who gave them that goal? Our president. So they are just doing what
that's false. You can't do. Wait, because I don't know if you rich or not. I don't want you to get sued. But allegedly she's saying that, but we don't know what the president told. The president didn't tell them to go kill 1 million people.
Yeah,
no,
right.
He said we need our land back. We must make this America first.
I said,
but he's not telling them to go do that. That's evilness.
Wait, Pick. You misunderstood what I said. I didn't say kill 1 million people. I said deport 1 million people.
Oh.
That is their goal.
Actually, she said bring. She said she actually said bring 1 million people back. Yeah,
that's what they're told to do. They're to pick up 1 million people and deport them. So it's
Listen, here's the thing, right? And I'm just saying everything has a genesis. I know people that have come to the United States illegally. And every day they wake up, they're taking a chance. I'm not talking about today. I'm talking about like back in the 90s, early 2000s. Every day they wake up, they're taking a chance. Because the first time you mess up on your job, or if you mess up, I don't know, you get arrested, you're getting sent back. You know what I'm saying? If you are here illegally, you're already taking a chance. You know what I'm saying? So whatever happens after that, like you can't depend on somebody else's mercy when you're breaking the law. Not saying that these people should be shot. I'm just saying it's like if you're not there, then nothing can happen. Like if you're in the place illegally, right? And I'm probably saying that because I'm here legally. Now, what if they turn around and just started deporting people who already have green cards like myself?
It's gonna get to the point.
Well, that's already happened. There's already been a fair few green card holders
let them finish.
Right. If that happens and they want to deport me as a green card holder, guess who's going back to Trinidad? Me. I am not, because it's not worth me fighting to stay here. Potentially losing my life.
Well, it's already there's already been a few Australians that have been kicked out, green card holders.
First point, yes. It is happening where, people that have visas or have agreements to even work permits, and they're checking in every 6 months or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now it's my chance it's my turn to check in. When I go in, yes, it is true. They are being told, hey, look, back in the administration, the previous administration, this was the process where you check in every 6 months. The administration has now changed. So now ICE is keeping them, right, in ICE custody until they get their hearing. They're still getting their hearing. There's, if they are in due process and they are, still aligned and they have all of they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. And to Dave's point, they're not breaking the law. They're not doing anything wrong, because that's another point. It's like, that's another thing that the media does not tell America, right? It's like these people that ICE is picking up, they are picking up murderers. They are picking up rapists. They are picking up child abusers.
I mean, you are giving them too much.
Don't make that face, because I can say it firsthand, right? Because it's true. this is true, and I can vouch for it, right? And that's all I'll say as far as the topic. But what I'm saying is that that's the part that doesn't get put out in the media, and that's what we don't realize. Here in San Antonio alone, there was an operation, and this was in the news. I got this from the news. They broke up an operation where they went in and picked up a bunch of gang members from Venezuela that had came to San Antonio, and they were housed here in San Antonio. Well, I think they ended up picking up something ridiculous, like 62 of them or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So these are the people that they're taking out of the streets. These are the people that people are protesting for. These are the people that people are losing their lives for.
Right.
So just think about that.
Listen, I had a friend that was detained by ICE. He's from Trinidad. I thought he was here legally, but he wasn't. He got detained by ICE, right? But again, he's not a criminal. He didn't do anything wrong, but ICE got him because he's here illegally. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but how does everyone feel about the tourists that are there on tourist visas and are legally allowed to be there as tourists getting kicked out of the country and banned for 5 years? Does anyone have comments on that? Because like,
what are they doing?
What did they do? What did they do? They did something wrong.
They had to do
something. Or they were just to Macy's and they got picked up by ICE.
So I can give you a couple of examples. Okay, so there's been a few examples of Australians getting turned around. Like, so they've just got into LAX, right? Like their visas have been approved. They've paid all the right things. Like on paper, everything's okay, all right? But then they get to the airport and then someone's checked their social media and they've been denied access due to something on their social media. But there's also been other examples of Australian green card holders like that have been living and working in the States with a green card all legally that have been deported. Like one guy was working perfectly legally and he just got deported and he's copped a 5-year ban where he hasn't done anything illegal. But he's still copped a 5-year ban from the States due to being kicked out of the country. Like it's sad. It's sad that even people doing the right things can be affected by this, you know?
No, did you
that is very sad.
So,
did you research all that?
Silva, first of all, the people you're referring to are people who have overstayed their visit. Tell the whole point. No. I'm not referring to that. I'm talking about the people that are following the rules. There have been examples of people who are, you know, in the country legally on tourist visas within the time frame that they're meant to be, that are getting kicked out and deported. So that is something that's happened.
Has changed.
Yeah, and there's quite a few examples I can tell you of you know, people who are there legally and allowed to be there, but still at risk. Like even myself, like I'm a bit hesitant to come to the States as a tourist at the moment, because the same thing could happen to me. Like I'm not, you know, if let's say I've got a visa, I'm, you know, there for 3 weeks on a tourist visa, right? I could get there and they could just see something on my social media.
But like something like what? Like what? What is this something? Like what I'm gonna shoot the president? Like what's on social media that what are these people putting on their social media?
So any kind of political views anyone's been sharing. So if you're you know, of a particular, you know, if your line of politics don't fall in what they're looking for, you can get deported from that. Like that's part of the rules to be accepted into Australia now is not to be accepted into Australia, to actually go to the US now, you have to submit 2 years or 3 years worth of social media history to the States for them to decide whether they're going to allow you in or not, which is ridiculous. Like, can you imagine
that might be Australia's government doing that. That's not America, trust me.
No, this is happening when they get to the States. So, like, all their visas and stuff has been approved, right? But by the time their plane lands in the States, they're getting stopped at the airport and sent back before they're even allowed out of the airport. Oh, God, he's dying. I killed Pick.
No. He went down. So I'm reading about a couple of Australians that have been deported.
Yes.
Right, was deported, barred from entering U.S. of individual hospital in Hawaii. She probably been going for a prison overnight. Yeah, there seem to be a number of illegal deportations, but they're not giving the whole story. They just say like appear to be illegally deported, but they're not saying if there was a reason for it. So it looks like they're just taking the side of the person who said they were illegally deported, but no one's done it. There's like 3 of them I'm reading about here.
Yeah,
my thing is with this, hold on, let me get my little piece out, because the biggest thing is if they can do this to them and get away with it like this, who's to say they might say we are from somewhere else and just get up out of here and try to claim this land, you know? Like,
but think about it. Would you want to stay somewhere where you're not wanted?
This is my land. We got to get to the truth. They are the real immigrants. They are the original immigrants, the true immigrants illegally.
So then what are you going to do if it's your land? It's your land. So what are we going to do? Because they're telling you we're taking your land, we're kicking you out of your house. What do you do if somebody comes in your house and tells you we're kicking you out of your house?
I mean, it's certain things you don't say on certain podcasts.
Okay.
It's like you have to, it's like, bro, should we of color be on their side? What side should we of color people be on? Like, regardless of the Renee killing and stuff, the murder or whatever, regardless of that, what side should we? Because we should just sit back, or what should we do as people of color? Should we just stay quiet? What should we do?
I don't know. See, again, I'm in a unique.
What should we do as people of color with this situation? Because it's none of our business, as far as like, it's none of our business in a way, because it's them, but
it's them, right? That's what I'm saying.
It can turn to us.
No. As far as like that is concerned, yes. But now, are you kidding me? Now that I have seen that with my own eyes, do you know how gut-wrenching it was just to watch that video that you just played? You know what I mean? It's like, now that I have seen that, do you think I'm going to be out there playing? Hell no. I have a 5-year-old kid. That lady right there, she had a 6-year-old kid.
Right.
I don't want my kid to not have a mom. Yeah, I'm going to mind my own fucking business. I'm going to stay in my house. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to take care of my kid. I'm going to sleep at night. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
And then,
did that public lynching do its job? My bad, Dave.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
My kid is gonna have a mom.
I'm gonna say that. That is a scare tactic. And believe you me, if you stand everything you lose by being deported from the United States, and you're willing to fight for that, that means you're willing to die for that. You see, we're probably not gonna change anything. But you have to be willing. When it gets to the point where you say, I'd rather be dead than be deported out of the country, that's when you're willing to die for it. And that actually is what gives you the power. Because people are under this false thing that, these people can be voted out, or legislation is going to, an act of Congress is going to save us. No. People, they're showing you we'll do exactly what the hell we want. How far are you willing to go to defend yourself? And now the ball is in our court, right? Like that guy said the other day, ICE fired the first shot. I think even the Chinese president was saying that too. We don't fire the first shot, but if we're fired upon, we will retaliate. What's your retaliation? Because I just think
it's a bit wild how they're not, like, I understand, wanting to weed out people that are overstaying, like residential visas and stuff like that. What I don't understand is the point of them kicking out tourists. You know what I mean? That's a different visa. Like, it doesn't make sense to be blocking and sending back tourists that have paid for a tourist visa who are coming to the country to spend money and, enjoy the United States. I don't agree with them being sent back just because they shared a political view onto their social media in regards to the States. Like, I don't think that's right. Like, I don't think it would be fair for me to get... Yeah, so that's been happening a bit as well. So if I wanted to come to the States, as a tourist, like tomorrow, right? Like, I could get all of that approved.
If you have so much shit to talk, why do you want to come here?
Oh, I'd love to see the States one day. It's a beautiful country. Oh, I
But,
would.
but
I would
no, I'm not
love
talking
to
about
experience it
I'm
with
not
that.
talking about you personally, but let me understand what you just said. So you just said that there was a person that
Multiple people.
got deported, or yes, people, tourists that got deported because they were saying things about the United States on their social media, and I take it there were negative things. Is that what I understood you say?
So for example, let's say a person, is applied for a tourist visa. They get to the, LAX or wherever. They have to hand over their phone. All right, they have to hand over their phone to immigration agents. And if they're scrolling through your social media and they find one post that says, "Oh, I don't necessarily agree with Trump because X, Y, Z," like just an example, you can get denied entry based off that one comment, right? So it's not about, if you're inciting violence, if you're saying like, yeah, storm the White House again, do this, fair enough. But if you just made a comment, if you just have an opinion saying like, I don't agree with this because of this, that is enough to have you turned around at the airport and sent back home. And like I said, if you were inciting violence or encouraging, terrorist related activity, fair enough. But if you're just, if you're getting kicked out of a country that's supposed to support free speech just because you've shared an opinion that's,
Okay,
the opposite
so
side of
I
the
wanna
leading political party, then I don't think that's a good reason to be kicked out, and be denied access to a whole country just because of that, reading some of the comments.
yeah, so I'm gonna play this video real quick so we can. I want to see what the Dave will get. Wait to see if we get Dave back in here. Probably past his bedtime. It is 10:20 on a school night.
Oh shit,
It's
yeah.
late. It's late. Dave might not
Well,
make
we're
it back,
20
y'all.
minutes over.
Well, see, that's
We're
the
20 minutes
thing.
over his bedtime. So
PT,
Okay, so
you're
let's.
saying these are rare cases, but there's enough
That's
of them. Like,
esencial en
there's at
estos
least
últimos días.
50.
Hmm?
I could see him piecing out.
Yeah, it's past his bedtime.
违反了联合国宪章和国际法，
Dang.
是彻头彻尾的流氓国家。
We gotta find the. I have had the video, but this Chinese man was like a commander or something. Hold on, wait. Here we go.
Scale military strikes against Venezuela, forcibly seized Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, and took them out of the country. It claimed that it will run
My bad, yeah, I got it.
Venezuela and even blatantly launched large-scale military strikes against Venezuela, forcibly seized Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, and took them out of the country. It claimed that it will run Venezuela and even didn't rule out launching a second round of military operations on an even larger scale. China is deeply shocked by and strongly condemns the unilateral, illegal, and bullying acts of the U.S. For some time now, the international community has repeatedly expressed grave concern over the U.S. sanctions, blockade, and threats of force against Venezuela. The U.S. has placed its own power above multilateralism and military action above diplomatic efforts, posing a grave threat to peace and security in Latin America and the Caribbean, and indeed internationally. China firmly opposes this, and the international community has also expressed widespread grave concern and strong condemnation. We urge the U.S. to heed the overwhelming voice of the international community, abide by international law and the purposes and principles of the UN Charter, cease infringing upon the sovereignty and security of other countries, stop toppling the government of Venezuela, and return to the path of political solutions through dialogue and negotiations.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Still, after all this, this is how you know America got some dangerous stuff. Cause bro, after all of that, they still are just saying, please, y'all, let's return back to peace, give them their president back, return back. No, they not like, bro, y'all, it's war. They're not telling us it's war because they don't want us to bring that boom, whatever we got is crazy, bro. It's crazy, y'all. We on the winning side. Australia, you next. You better watch out. My bad, y'all. I'm sorry. I got hyped for a second. My bad. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Australia.
What you mean? When you say we on the winning side, who's we? Like
we are on the winning side. Y'all better be careful. It's only until it turn against us. We good. They're gonna be defending our forces until it turn against us, because they're gonna come against us for in a minute. But y'all, that's
what I'm saying. Nobody's safe. You see, they're trying to paint like a common enemy, right? When the common enemy is just them. You know, I have like, I don't like crime just as much as the next person, but I don't think Latin people commit more crime than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Why are we just deporting Latinos? You know what I mean? Why is it just them?
Oh, that's what he just said. Oh, wait, you said what you said. I totally agree with that. Venezuela move, but I'm super suspicious about why they grabbed his wife. On the surface, it kind of looks like an agreement. They all working together. They all on stage.
She's a hostage. She's a hostage.
They ain't no damn hostages. They was smiling walking through there like, get to see America. Yeah. No, I'm just they were smiling though. All them videos.
Yeah, but I'm saying the reason they took her too, it's a if you don't cooperate, we can kill your wife situation.
Come on, and so if that doesn't wake people up, people think they're not just coming for them; they're coming for everybody at some point, and it's whenever they feel like it. There probably will be no warning sign. You know what I'm saying? There probably will be no warning sign.
I do wonder what would happen if our prime minister got taken. That would be very, very interesting. I wonder if we just have a vote and vote in a new prime minister, or if
if your prime minister. No. What happens with those takeovers is the country that's taking over usually has somebody that they already want to be in place.
Mm.
So it'll be another Venezuelan, but he'll be working as a puppet.
They already have somebody in place, though, right?
Yeah, right. That's what happened in Cuba. That's what they wanted to do with Castro in Cuba. Cuba was a very lively place. Cuba was like the nightclub of the Caribbean, right? People used to leave from America and go to Cuba back in the 50s and party and, get with whores and drink liquor and smoke cigars. And then the U.S. tried to strong arm Cuba, and Castro wasn't having it. Castro wasn't having it. And that's why there's sanctions against Cuba to this day. Cubans, they can't. The reason why they have so many vintage cars in Cuba is because the U.S. refused to do trade with them. They don't get new cars in Cuba. They have to learn to fix the old cars they have. You know what I'm saying? So that ban, that embargo that was in place on Cuba years ago, crippled that economy. I think Obama kind of lifted that in his last term in office, type of thing, where we can do business with Cuba now.
So it says on January 2nd, China's foreign minister dispatched a special envoy to Venezuela with the goal of strengthening ties with Maduro regime. And to internationally issue threat, China's got your back. So that's what really made America like, all right, boom, y'all moving closer in our backyard, boom, time to take it over. That's what made them strike for real.
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry. Can you say that again, please?
So China deployed a special crew to Venezuela, like to strengthen the ties with Maduro. They was trying to strengthen the ties with him. So China already sent on the January 2nd, they said like China's got your back. But turns out.
So is that why China now is like fuck around and find out kind of thing?
Well, so China and Venezuela have been doing business. Remember, Venezuela has a very large oil reserve, right? So they've been doing business for China, right? Yeah. Trump didn't want that alliance. So Trump doesn't want that. Okay, all right. Have a good night.
Yeah. Good
Oh,
night.
good day,
I've
sir.
got to
Good.
start getting ready for work. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay.
All right.
No,
All
it's
right.
fine.
Bye,
We'll
Thank,
con-
thank
no,
you.
Gilbert.
don't worry. We'll
Thank you for
continue
having
talking.
me.
Yeah. No
See
problem.
you
Have a
guys
good
later.
night.
Thank you. Bye.
Good night or
Good,
good
oh,
day.
good,
Or
good day,
night.
good day, mate. Yeah. So,
Good
so,
day,
so,
Nate.
so, so,
Good day, Nate.
so Venezuela and China have been to, what I mean, Trump doesn't like that alliance. You got the rich oil reserves and you have the technology. Nah, you can't. You could try to cut the U.S. out of that, whatever that deal is, and that's kind of what prompted it. You know what I'm saying? So that's when they started bombing all these fishermen boats, claiming that they were trafficking drugs. And the minute you saw there were no drugs in any of those boats, you're like, all right, Trump just doing whatever he wants.
So
Just doing whatever he wants.
it says the Chinese state goes out of its way to broadcast it big time with footages, handing America the perfect heads up on the location. The very next day, January 3rd, America launches the operation without a single thought. Then Maduro gets detained. Now where's China? So China
I
just
kind of
went
feel.
into there. That is crazy. They shouldn't have broadcasted. Remember when I said earlier, China be pump faking a lot. They like to pump fake. They don't want to just do what they, do it. Don't broadcast and tell us what you about to do. They said we got
But why
this.
not people?
Hmm.
They do that. People do that all the time. They do that all the time. Why should China be any different? Like,
Yeah, you're right.
I think that was the move by Trump was just out of nowhere. Like, you know what I mean? But Trump, when Venezuela went through like a crisis, they're still going through it, right? But people were leaving Venezuela in droves by the thousands, like about 3 4 years ago. And Venezuela is very close to Trinidad. Venezuela is the closest
Mm,
country to Trinidad without being joined to Trinidad. So Trinidad is
yeah, I
right at the
saw
bottom of
that.
Venezuela, right?
I
So
saw
people
that.
were leaving. So thousands of people leaving Venezuela to come to Trinidad. Trinidad is like 1/10 the size of Venezuela. But things were so hard there that they were leaving Venezuela to come to Trinidad, right?
Right.
Because that country is in a mess. So that's why you see people, some Venezuelans actually applauding the move. They're like, yes, the U.S. has come to rescue us because depending on who you speak to, some Venezuelans are either very happy about this or very, very distraught about it, right? But people wanted to leave Venezuela. So when they left, when they left Venezuela, they're like, all right, it's going to hell. So all of this, like this, didn't just start a couple of days ago. This didn't just start, and even so, when this was going on, all those years, Trump was like, if only we could get our hands on Venezuela during this turmoil, look how much oil we'd control. He was saying this like years ago. So this is not a surprise. He's always coveted Venezuela. Trump was very happy when they were in political turmoil. He's like, this is our chance. This is our chance to do it. So nothing you see that
So
ever
you
happens
talk
now
about.
does.
So wouldn't America take over Venezuela too?
Yeah.
I mean, Trinidad.
Why? If they wanted to, yeah, of course they would.
Because it's right there. It's little. It's like
Yeah.
I'm looking at the
Yeah.
map now. That
Well,
is
they already
crazy.
can't. They already went to the Caribbean countries and said, whose side are you on if things would go down. Most of these Caribbean countries, including Trinidad, say, yeah, we're with you, U.S. They're like, all right,
So
cool.
let me. What the hell? This is how like.
Look how you could
So
you could
that's
you
just
could
South America.
right. So to the north of South America is the Caribbean.
So
Right.
if think about it, if all the Caribbean is of color, right? What are all these people of color? These
Which people?
Venezuelans are dark people that they
They,
not
they, they look like
talking
me. They look
about.
like me. But they're Venezuelans and Cubans that look like me. But
Yeah.
they just speak Spanish. That's it. They're very
Bro, that is
dark Venezuelans.
crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, party people.
Yeah.
I've overstayed my bedtime, so I gotta. I know I
Well,
hate to
y'all, this is
break this is such an
No,
abrupt
we
okay.
end,
know,
but
we know, we know. That's what we were talking about
Now, hold
earlier.
on.
It's
Now
like,
we
ooh,
good.
it's
That
past the
concludes our show
bedtime.
for tonight.
Yeah,
We
good night.
appreciate
Those are
everybody
the
who
topics
popped
we
through,
have.
whoever gifted. Hey, that goes a long way to us. We appreciate all the love that's been shared in this live. Y'all did great. The host and all y'all the hosts, y'all did great. Appreciate y'all. We rocked it out. This is It's pretty
I
good,
love it.
man. Y'all got anything y'all can end the show, man?
No, I thought no, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you guys for coming. Have an amazing, amazing, amazing night. Dave,
this is my favorite
have a
part.
great week. I know that you are going to go do what you love, sir, and I
Yeah,
love
baby.
that.
Yeah,
for you.
baby.
So wake up
Yeah, baby.
tomorrow and go expand those little kids' brains. So good for you. And have a restful
Right.
night. My friend Pick, I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful week. Everyone
Yes.
watching, have an amazing, amazing,
Yes.
amazing week. And we
Yes.
are
Yes.
here.
Hey, y'all see that? Y'all see that button? Answer the.
We have an Australian and
Talk
we
about
have a Mexican.
Answer
the call. Here comes the meat and balls. Answer the call. Here comes the meat and ball. Answer the call. Here comes the meat and ball. Answer the call.
They say you can't have me without balls. Ooh, we've been breaking down the walls. 100 views in an hour, what's small? Outer space, what's Mars? You ain't better than us. Your podcast not better than us. We was flying on space up in Mars. Bad bitches even talked about cars. Yeah, even talked about spots.
Pick, I'm sorry, but that's gotta be the stupidest thing you've ever done.
Podcast ain't better than us.
Thanks for bringing the numbers up, Daisy.
What you think about that?
Listen, I'm not even wearing my bra. I feel like if I started.
Hola, baby. Answer the call. Here comes the meat and balls, baby.
Meat and Balls podcast will go live once a week, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So subscribe.